Here we are. It's Bear Crew Day. Happy Bear Crew Day. That means that it's 4 days until the first day of school. Can you guys believe that? 4 days. That's crazy. We hope you're having a great time finishing up your summer. We look forward to seeing you in Zooms next week. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Let's go, baby. All right, we got a game. It's one you've seen before. It's called Final Four. This episode's Final Four is called Worst Desserts. We're going to tell you the thing that we don't want to have. When after we finish our dinner, it's dessert time, or maybe I'm having a little candy snack. It's the thing that we ate the most. I'm going to offer first, because I feel comfortable with you all now, I'm okay telling you that my worst candy is right there. I hate candy corn. It's so gross. It's nasty. If I told you that all candy corn was made in 1906 and they keep it in a warehouse and shovel it into buckets at Halloween time, you maybe would think that that's true because it tastes like dust.
Wow, that is a shocker to me because candy corn coincidentally happens to be my favorite vegetable, that and jelly beans. And so I'm a little shocked by that because I love that stuff, but maybe it's in the vegetable family for me is why I like it so much. And I like those antique candy corns from 1906. But my worst dessert is, well, it's cake on Halloween because of my birthday. It's not worse because I don't like the flavor. But when I was a kid, I'd go trick-or-treating to get 18 pounds of candy. And since it was my birthday, I got a cake. And so, of course, I ate the 18 pounds of candy, then had cake, and then got very, very sick. So it was like a throw-up holiday. So I guess I'd call that my worst dessert.
Ooh. Ooh. I love all sweets usually. And so coming up with one was difficult until I thought of Peeps. My daughter loves Peeps, so I don't usually think of it because when I get Peeps, I can give them to someone who loves them. In general, I usually say, I love my Peeps. I love my Oly Peeps. But as far as the candy goes, shaped like any whatever holiday is happening, no thank you. No Peeps for me.
Agreed.
I agree with that one.
I too love a good dessert. However, I don't like anything that is cherry flavored. And the reason that I don't like anything that is cherry flavored is because that's the flavor of medicine. And why would you have a candy that tastes like medicine? Oh, I don't want anything cherry flavored. Yuck. No, thank you.
Good point.
Try to make the medicine taste like candy.
Do you like cherries?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't either.
I think that was a successful bit.
I'm very passionate. I don't like cherries. Okay, I think I'm introducing the next bit, the news you can use with a social emotional focus. So I'm going to start off and give kind of like, what is your week going to look like for class and homework? What can you expect? So you have 3 hours of scheduled class time, and then you have about 20 minutes of outside of your scheduled class time per day, per class that you're going to do, which is a general guideline of 4 hours per week that you can anticipate. There are going to be exceptions. If you've signed up for AP or college in the high school where there's a little bit higher demand, you might have a little bit more, but that's our general kind of guideline is you got about 4 hours a week per class to do your homework and spread out over the 5 days of the week, and then your 2 days on the weekend.
Yeah, I think I might just add to that, that you can get AP fatigue, and, when you're taking a lot of those classes from home, sometimes it requires a lot of extra instruction and critical thinking. And so sometimes there are teachers there that are doing those classes have curriculum they have to follow. And it may surpass that 4 hour kind of regulation that we've tried to juxtaposed with the rest of our classes because they have a set curriculum they have to do. So college and high school AP may look a little different. And I might caution you, if you have too many of those, to really think about maybe your load, talk to your counselor, that sort of thing. Talk to your teacher if you're struggling a little bit, because it's not uncommon, especially at the start of the year, to be a little overwhelmed if you've got a lot of those classes. But we know you students like to challenge yourselves, and you're in there, so we want to be on your side and champion it at the same time. So anyway, good luck with those classes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. We want every student to have a class that is specifically not about academics. And that's why we have homeroom built into our schedule. Every student, every grade will get their homeroom assignment either this weekend or on Tuesday. So homeroom every Wednesday. The first Wednesday of school, you're going to have it at 9 a.m. and 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is just that last minute catch for anything that we can do.
Did you say 2 a.m.?
Did I say 2 a.m.?
No, we want to make it really
Set your
late.
alarms now. 2 a.m.
That'll help.
If I said it, it must be true. So, okay, 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. I might be tired. Zoom links will be in an email near you soon. And again, thank you to all freshmen for showing up to orientation today, and for our Bear Crew leaders for being nimble and flexible, and to our Bear Crew coordinators. We had a big turnout today, and we're excited to have the first small group meeting, not on the first homeroom Wednesday, next Wednesday, but the following, the 16th, we're gonna have our small group Bear Crew meetings after homeroom. So we're excited about that.
Bear Crew was a big undertaking, so shout out to KB, shout out to Costello, shout out to Udo,
Richmond,
and everyone else.
Chelsea Peterson.
Alex Baker, Chelsea Peterson.
Yes. And all the kids too. One of my favorite parts of high school is the sports and the music and the hallways and all the stuff that comes outside of the classroom. And we still want to make sure that you have the opportunity to feel engaged in those things, even though we're doing school through Zoom. So we're going to offer as many of our clubs as we possibly can. And we're working right now on a nice document that kind of gives you a picture of what we offer and who those club advisors are and when they're going to meet, so that you can stay involved in our school, because that's what gives the color and the flavor to all the academics and stuff that we do. So you can look for that to be emailed home. You can look for that to be on our website. You can look for that to be a part of our first day of school stuff next Wednesday. So we want our Bears to stay involved. And now it's time for my favorite segment every week. It's Don't Take It for Granted. Mr. Grant, what do you got?
This is really quite personal to me because I've broken my nose several times as a child, my arms, some toes, some fingers, lots of injuries, and it's National Child Injury Prevention Week. And I want to dedicate it to Lynette Succo, who we had a collision in the 5th grade, and she hurt her head, and I broke my arm, and everyone went to her. So I really think we should pay attention to National Child Injury Prevention Week, so you don't have an experience like me.
Well said. Well said. That brings us to, boom, quarantine tracks. We're bringing it on home. We did a great job. I'm so psyched to share with you this week a story. When I graduated from high school till maybe when I was, 28, I went on a snowboarding trip with my friends from high school every winter. And
Wait, you when you were 28, you graduated high school?
it took me a long time. No, from when I graduated to 28. And every time we were on this, we would go to Mount Hood and we would rent a house all together. And my friend Jordan would wake us up in the morning to go to the mountain with the same techno song blasting at like 5 a.m. as loud as possible. And I thought about it the other day and it really made me smile. So I'm sharing it with you. It's called Sandstorm by a band called Darude. So here you go.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want you to imagine being in a deep sleep and then that starts going. It's a great way to start your day. If you have to wake up for those 2 a.m. classes, I recommend using Sandstorm.
Yes, 2 a.m. I bet people would sign up for it if they could sleep in.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm next with my quarantine track. It never fails. Our first day of school, it's always the hottest day of the summer, and looking ahead at this weekend. And next week we have beautiful weather. So I picked Summer Feelings by Lennon Stella. And just, it's the last celebration of summer. It's all about being on the beach and sanding your toes and hanging out with your friends. So it's your last hurrah.
Awesome. I've got for you today something that I needed to hear, especially after the big Bear Crew orientation today. It's Good Vibes by young 21-year-old artist Harvey with DJ Matoma. And this is a good way to go into the weekend.
You know, and I think my song is equally as catchy. And I think about a decade ago, it was in the top 40, might even been the top 10 from like one of these amazing, I can't remember the artist's name, but it's called Fineo. Failure is not an option. So let me play that for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't quite, I don't know if you could hear it, but it was popular about 12 years ago. I don't know who sang it, but it was one of my favorites.
It
Well, what does
sounded homemade.
stand for?
What's that?
Might want to share what Fineo is.
Failure is not an option, and that's kind of, we got to keep that mantra out there. We're going to be successful this year, distance or not. Fineo, everybody got to say it. Say it again.
Fineo. We got it.
I
Hey,
realized during this segment.
the hello show on a bouncy ball.
Yeah, one of the things I feel like I do best is dance in a seated position.
On a bouncy ball, but again, probably shouldn't be.
I don't want to be on my seat, off my feet, but right here I'm good.
You guys are making me cry today. You're so funny. Oh my goodness.
We nailed it. I'm so psyched to see teachers and kids together next week. I hope you are excited. We love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy last
Be
weekend.
safe.
Yeah.
Oh.